Inspiration is a key part of our lives. In all things, we rely on some level of inspiration. Inspiration for artistically creative works. Inspiration for all the creative work that has nothing to do with art. Inspiration for love. Inspiration for altruistic endeavors. Inspiration to get up off your butt and go work out. You see, inspiration takes place in every part of each of our lives. That makes it a fundamental part of who we are and how we engage with the world around us. So let's talk about what inspires, specifically what inspires me. This is not what I think should inspire you. Your inspirations may be very different than mine or might be the same. Who knows? But my hope is that by talking about what inspires me, it will encourage you to dig deep into what inspires you. That process of self-examination can be enlightening and encouraging. This is basically one side of a two-sided conversation. So I encourage you to respond in the comments below about what inspires you in life and in your creativity. Now, literally, inspiration means God breathed. That is what it feels like to be inspired, that you've been given breath, encouragement, motivation to do something. It often feels like someone else has given it to you. Maybe not always God, but someone. Now, I've hit on this in other videos. We do have to be cautious about what the source of inspiration is, because not all inspiration leads to good things or holy things. So here are the things that inspire me in various areas of my life. This is not who inspires me. That is a story for another day. This is all about what inspires me. So the universe is inspiring. The scale and magnitude of what God created is amazing to me. The sun, the moon, the stars, the other solar systems, the Milky Way, and the other galaxies. The realization of how small and insignificant we actually are in relation to the expanse of the universe is both humbling and inspiring. A bit closer to home, creation around me inspires. Now, I'm not necessarily a let's get out in nature type of guy, but it does inspire me. I've been to a lot of interesting places in my life. The deserts in the Middle East, the Rocky Mountains, the Indian Ocean, the Himalayas. Each of them left an impression on me. Those impressions inspire. Now, art inspires me. Artistic mediums that inspire me the most are music and film. The visual arts like painting and sculpture and most literature don't generally inspire me, but there are exceptions. Every once in a while, I see a piece of art or read a book that sparks something in me. So let me talk about music for a minute. This inspiration in the context of what inspires, not who inspires, is one of the strongest and has a huge influence on the creative work that I produce. I'm a musician and songwriter, composer. This is the artistically creative outlet in my life. God made me to have an affinity for all things music. So it makes sense that this would move me from an inspirational point of view. We could talk about specific artists who inspire me in the future, but from a genre point of view, and this is not a comprehensive list by any means, I tend to be inspired by classic rock bands, classic and contemporary jazz, pop rock, and film scores from the entire history of film. And speaking of films, it also inspires me. Let me qualify that. Good film inspires me. I love a good story. I love good cinematography and direction. And I love good characters and the good actors that portray them. I am inspired by movies that combine all of those aspects in a way that you can see none of the pieces, but rather are drawn into the combined effort. Good film moves me. And I understand that what moves me may be different than what you like. I like all kinds of movies, but I'm a big fan of early color films from the classic Hollywood era. The vibrance of the colors, the way the stories are told, and even the more laid-back pacing of the films is very cool to me. For example, Hitchcock's To Catch a Thief is my all-time favorite movie. The acting, it's Cary Grant and Grace Kelly. The story and the directing, it's Hitchcock. All strike a chord with me. Okay, now the biggest inspirational thing for me is the process of creating itself. I actually get inspired every time I create something new. The interesting thing is that I am inspired in all areas of my life when I create in any fashion, but especially when I create something new musically. The act of writing a new song or tracking a new vocal or instrumental is simply one of the most inspirational things that I can do or be a part of. Finally, I'm most inspired by relationships. Relationships with all kinds of people in my life, and especially those close to me, because of how important they are to me. Without relationships, inspiration, as great as it is, lacks the same meaning. But that's more about who inspires me. And as I said before, that's a story for another day. So those are the things that inspire me in my life. Maybe those same things inspire you too. Or maybe you're inspired by altogether different things in life. Maybe my list is a bit broad for you, but that's how I see the world. And the inspirations match up with that breadth of vision. As you find things in your life that inspire you to create, be it in general ways or in artistically creative ways, I encourage you to learn to lean into those inspirational things and use the inspirational energy, if you will, that you get from them to do good and useful creative work. And when we find what inspires us in life, it's important that we focus on using those inspirations to do what we can to be an inspiration to those around us as we go, create, and be a blessing. You can support our channel by subscribing, hitting that bell icon to get notified when new content comes out, and liking our videos. If you'd like to consider supporting our team financially, there's a link in the video description with more details. Those things will help our channel for sure, but if you do nothing else, please spend some time in the comments of our videos encouraging one another to create, to help others create, and to help grow that creative nature within us all. Oh, and you can check out these videos too. Thanks. We'll see you again soon.